The Denver Broncos just received an injury update on right tackle Mike McGlinchey, who exited today's training camp practice with a lower body injury. So, if we come over here and take a look at this tweet from Zach Stevens, it says Mike McGlinchey suffered a knee sprain during Thursday's practice and will miss 2 to 3 weeks, Mike Kliss said on 9 News. So, certainly not an ideal situation there for Mike McGlinchey. Best case scenario, he will be back in time for our preseason finale against the Los Angeles Rams. Maybe he can participate in the joint practices, but the more likely scenario here is that Mike McGlinchey is going to be out the rest of training camp, and that sucks because he's somebody who missed the first part of training camp because of a death in the family, and I definitely wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt as he was going through training camp and trying to get comfortable and get his feet wet here when he did get back from being out from the first couple of days. But he was looking rough out there, guys. He really was. He didn't look like he was ready to play football. He was getting beat consistently. He had some pre-snap penalties, some false starts, and we've got a video dropping later about the Broncos and their pre-snap penalties because that's just been a big issue for him in its own right. But here, man, Mike McGlinchey has really struggled in camp, and the fact that he's not going to be out there most likely for the rest of training camp is a big problem, and I'm really concerned now about where things sit at the tackle spot for the Denver Broncos because Garrett Bowles doesn't look like he's 100% either. He didn't participate in most of the drills today. It was Cam Fleming at left tackle, and then it was former Bengals tackle Isaiah Prince at right tackle. And Isaiah Prince was getting manhandled out there today by guys such as Randy Gregory and Nick Bonito. It was not a pretty day at all for Isaiah Prince. So I'm not very confident in him if the Denver Broncos have to see him for regular season time. The good news here is that this particular injury is probably not going to keep McGlinchey out for regular season time, but it's certainly going to hamper the offensive line's growth and development in the preseason when we're trying to get all five guys on the same page and develop that chemistry and that continuity, because that's what the preseason is all about here. And now we're not going to get to do that. And I'm just really concerned about the tackle spot for the Denver Broncos because I'm worried that Cam Fleming's going to have to start games in lieu of Garrett Bowles because Garrett Bowles, either he's not healthy or he's just really regressed back to a replacement level player. I'm worried about what's going to happen if both of our starting tackles are not on the field and Cam Fleming's already having to lock down the left tackle spot. If Isaiah Prince is the Denver Broncos starting right tackle at any point this season, Broncos country, oh man, we're in trouble. We are in big trouble. So, if the Denver Broncos want to maybe add another piece around cut deadline, if some piece at right tackle becomes available, I would highly be interested because right now, I'm just going to be frank. The Denver Broncos situation at tackle is dog crap. It's not good. And I'm worried. I'm really worried, especially now in news of this latest Mike McGlinchey injury. And I worry that McGlinchey may deal with some injuries in the regular season as well. He's dealt with quite a few injuries over the course of his career in San Francisco. Oh man, McGlinchey was brought in here on a lot of money to solve our revolving door at right tackle, and right now, guys, it's not looking good. It's really not. All right, Broncos country, how do you guys feel about the news that Mike McGlinchey is out 2 to 3 weeks with a knee sprain? Drop those comments down below, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. As always, be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. And until next time, guys, this has been another episode of Denver Broncos Syndicate. I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.